Goes forward. Now, we take many things for granted these days, and one of them is our mobile phones. But for some communities in Cumbria in the northeast, it's not that easy. Signals are patchy at best, or in some cases, just non-existent. And that's despite a programme of mast building by the government, which was supposed to have dealt with many of these black spots. Fergus Hewison reports.
One of the most remote places in England. Some houses here in the upper Coquet Valley in Northumberland don't even have mains electricity. Farming here can mean long days out alone for Mark, but with no mobile phone signal, keeping in touch with wife Catherine back at the farmhouse is tricky.
If he used to have an accident or anything, or any of the shepherds, you know, they're always by themselves and they can't get in touch with anybody until, you know, someone raises the alarm that they haven't come in. And one of my friends had an accident where he was stuck under his quad for over 5 or 6 hours in wintry conditions. If he'd had a mobile phone signal, we would have found him and he would have been able to call for help instantly.
It's not just rural farming communities that can't rely on a mobile signal. This bike hire firm in Kielder, a destination for many tourists and also in Northumberland, has to get by without one.
Customers who are out, should they get in a difficulty, they can't get in touch with us, which is obviously very important should they have an accident or anything like that. At the moment, no mobile phone reception in virtually everywhere around Kielder. I mean, Kielder's a massive area. I mean, round here we've got 100 mile of cycle tracks and mountain bike trails. So yeah, it's a big place to get lost in.
Remote areas like this across the region and the country are meant to be benefiting from a government scheme designed to bring mobile coverage to even the most out-of-the-way places. The £150 million mobile infrastructure project was set up so 60,000 households and businesses with absolutely no signal at all could get a reception. It's meant to see hundreds of new masts go up, including 18 in Northumberland, 24 in the Lake District National Park, around 12 across the North York Moors National Park, and other areas of North Yorkshire and County Durham are also meant to see new masts installed. But it's emerged that the entire project has seen just 9 new mobile phone masts built since 2013 across the entire UK, way short of the intended target. The whole project is also due to be wound up by March of next year. And in Northumberland, as in other areas, progress has been slow.
Central government have attempted to run this project from the centre. They've attempted to run it from London. It's failed. It's failed miserably. And I think the money that is actually left, an opportunity should be given to local communities and local councils across the country to bid into that pot, and we will attempt to deliver those masts.
The government says the project will deliver mobile reception to more homes before it comes to an end, with contracts now signed to build another 32 masts nationwide. It also claims a separate deal signed last year with mobile operators to share reception from existing masts mean more people will get a mobile signal. But without new masts in the right places, some parts of our region could still be cut off for the foreseeable future.
Fergus Hewson reporting. Garpan, we saw Kielder, which is in your constituency.
It is indeed. I've been to that bike shop.
Yeah, pathetic or non-existent mobile phone coverage. Has the government let down that community?
No, I don't think it has. So we've just actually only introduced broadband there in the last couple of months in the village of Kielder itself. So we are making progress. And
well, not on the mobile phones, you're not.
No, but we're doing it step by step. And also, the key thing that was Fergus referred to in his report is that we persuaded all the individual phone operators, whether it's Vodafone, O2, EE, they've all now got to share their masts. And so slowly but surely, the integration is taking place between the various masts. It used to be up to 80%. We're now well above 90%. We'll be about 98% by 2017.
Slowly is the key, isn't it? Slowly is the key.
No, I think 98% by 2017. That's pretty good, I have to say.
This £150 million fund, £7 million has been spent out of it, I understand. 3 mobile phone masts only built in Northumberland, none in your constituency.
But there's 32 who've already been signed up for.
How long have people got to wait?
Well, there's 32 signed up for, and it's Northumberland County Council who run the programme, as well you know.
So it's their fault?
No, they've got to approve the masts on a local level. This is a local scheme. There's central government money, and then the local community authority have then got to approve the scheme.
Bridget Phillipson, I'm sure you'd want to make hay for this, which Labour politician wouldn't. But these are challenging issues, as Garban said. They are making progress. These are remote areas, and often the planning process doesn't help.
They are challenging issues, and I appreciate it takes time, but this has been particularly slow, and I think the facts speak for themselves, really. It's not just inconvenience it obviously causes to people, it's the fact fact it hits jobs and investment and doesn't allow people who often run businesses from home to expand further and to create more jobs. It's been the same picture with the rollout of superfast broadband, which has been problematic not just in rural areas but in urban areas too.
Do Labour councils like Northumberland share any part of the blame here? You know, they're in charge sometimes of getting these masts out there.
I think the government has to take responsibility for the big infrastructure decisions in our country that mean we can create jobs, support investment and allow local people to live their lives.
Of the local people, though, can they?
No, they can't. But, you know, it's been piecemeal, not just in terms of the mobile phone not spots, but also, as I say, superfast broadband that's been beset with problems and, again, hinders investment, hinders growth in our region. We need to go faster on this.
The broadband is rolling out. I represent the most rural constituency in the country. We are getting there. That same village now has broadband. It didn't have it a year ago.
Even in urban areas, it's been slow. You know, in Sunderland, we've got a great burgeoning software sector, one of the fastest growing outside of London. But even in Sunderland, there have been problems with making sure we've got the right connectivity for businesses to allow people to start firms, to create these high-tech jobs that I'm sure we all want to see.
2020, Kielder, will it have a mobile phone?
I'll have it before then.
All right, OK, we'll see.
Come and visit.
It's very nice, another invitation.